And we live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we?
Yes, ma'am. Ham,
Hey,
turkey,
hey,
and spam. How are you?
I am good. We are working all the buttons over here. We're learning how to get things done. How are we doing?
Yes, we are
Friday.
doing well. It is Friday, my friend, and we're back at it. We're back at it. This is episode 12. We figured out last week we only had 10 fingers. I had to put a toe up. I could put my foot up there for reach. I'm gonna have to do something. Well, maybe we'll do this. I'll put 10, you put two, because we're hey, you said we were gonna go into the triple digits, and I
Oh,
believe
we
it.
are. We definitely are.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. The weather here in Ohio is gray. It's cold, winter's coming in. It's a real confirmation that holidays are around the bend.
Hmm.
I think the one thing I dislike most, well, I dislike the cold, but
Hmm.
just the darkness. But I'm
Yeah.
feeling good, but just trying to adjust to the weather. Now, you're in a different state. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but I just wanted to stop right there on a second because people may not realize that, especially women, we go through something called seasonal change.
Yes.
The word is depression, right? It is. That's what the word is. So usually I'm like, oh, let me say a kinder word, but it is what it is. And a lot of people sometimes feel down and blue and blah, and they don't realize why. And so that's good that you brought that up. Sometimes the weather changes, it starts getting damper and cooler and colder. It also starts the tree that we're losing the leaves. And if you live in a place where you don't get to see those beautiful seasons change, if you're feeling in a funk, that could possibly be why. I just wanted to
Absolutely.
say that. That's always some good information to share with someone. So that they don't think they're losing it. Because I've been
Right,
down
you're
that
not.
road.
Yeah, you more than likely you're not. But yes, the for me it's the dark. I love sun. I love to be outside.
Yeah.
You know, but at anywho, yeah, I'm feeling really, really good. Always excited for our 1 hour to empower.
Yes.
Exciting topic today, right? We are just moving right along. We have done a dozen
Right.
episodes
We
here.
have. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you, my
Thank you.
friend.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, we're moving and grooving. This is just the evidence of when you put your mind to something and you say you're going to do it, do it. Right now, I am in Houston, Texas, because as we said in this journey, I want to be living the life on vacation and traveling with my family, my husband. So this time, this week, it's like every week I'm in a different state, and I'm okay. There you go, living a life. Send me that shirt.
I will.
Send
You
me. Look at mine.
got exactly. Own it, loan it, grow it.
Own
Yeah.
it, loan it, right? Own it, loan it, grow it, loan it, grow it, walk it, talk it, live it.
Yes.
So here we are. So I'm here. I am with Lotus. I was with her last week when she turned 2. And this week I was able to say yes to being able to help care for her over the week while her mom had to work here. We're in Dallas. I'm sorry, in Houston, Texas. She's here for the Afro Tech, which is a tech conference, a huge tech conference. And so able to go there yesterday and spend a little bit of time blessed, right? Didn't have to pay for the registration, was able to get in and do some live. So we'll talk more about those things in some upcoming calls. We'll share some of the gems that I was able to get and some powerful things about how digital life online is the way to go. So that's it.
Absolutely. Just a question to you. One of the things that I love about this journey, and you hear me say it, and I probably say it too much, but being able to design your day. So for me,
Mhm.
I've never ever been fortunate enough to do that. And when people will be like, well, what do you mean? Well, what you just said is being able to say yes more.
Right,
Just one of those things. You think back 20 years ago or even 10 years ago, well, it wouldn't probably be that far back, but even so, your children are now having children.
right,
But for you to be able to pack up and go away for a week and
right,
support your daughter and hang out and be a Mimi or a Grammy and be able to give back in both of those ways
right.
is pretty good.
It's huge because I too would have had to get PTO approved, whether or not is this a season where you can't take time off because we're moving into holiday season? Is this a season where you can't afford to take some time off? Maybe you use up all your vacation through. So this is definitely a time that is all new and it's very exciting. And if you don't catch it, you'll almost miss it because
Oh,
and I say this almost every time, like if I complain or if I find a reason that I can't do what's special and passion to me, which is our Ebs and Ivory every Friday, our Ebs and Ivory experience. If I'm not able to do that, then you know it doesn't make me feel good. So being able to realize that, oh, this is happening, and then being able to figure out how do I move in this space professionally, having fun, and being accountable to my partner, which is you on this journey. So
right. Nice. Very, very good. And it is everything is a learning curve and but that's okay, right? We have always been, I feel like, very honest and transparent with, you know, our journey here.
mhm,
We share some of our PAFU, our technical challenges. As you will notice, we pretty much don't edit anything out of our video unless we just completely get stopped on
right,
something. And so, we've had Shannon in the car. We might hear a little cartoons in the background today. That's okay,
right.
right? This is supporting that different lifestyle. Something else I want to talk to just quickly before we kind of move on. You said I can't remember exactly what you said, but we might miss it. So
Right.
something that I'm learning not only about wanting to be a yes mom, even though my kids are grown now, I
Mhm.
still want to be able to be a yes mom.
Yes.
Yes, can you come over? Yes, can you help me move? Yes, I need some financial assistance. Yes, I need
Yes.
you to babysit on a Saturday night. But I want to be able to do those things and not feel like, oh God, I got to babysit tonight.
Right.
Oh gosh, if I have to, and I'm not there yet in
Right.
regards to like the financial support for my grown kids, but it's like, when you're giving like the $50 and you're like, okay, how is that going to affect me? Like I'm ready to be like done with
Come
all of
on, speak
you
it.
with
And
me.
when it happens, I don't care if
Yeah,
it's $10. When it
exactly.
happens, that's what I mean to catch it
Gladly.
because you may have just did all those things today. You may have done everything you just said today, and this is for somebody out there listening too. So when you pray for something and then it comes, if you've done those, I'm sure you've done those things. If not today, I'm sure you've done almost everything you just said this week. And so knowing that it's happening,
Hmm.
it's already happening. You are a yes mom. They're when they need you. Did I just push pause? There when they need you. Um, Very supportive and this just talks about there's levels to this. We're like an onion. So today's topic is very, very exciting. Leading right up into that is because we're recognizing where we are in our journey, where we are on our path, how we got here. Because we're still in the space of what are we doing? But I think it's starting to make there we go. There we go. I mean, August 21st, you are walking along the path that I have chosen for you. And isn't it feeling more comfortable? Isn't
Coming
it
together,
feeling right? It's making
coming
more
together.
sense. How are you feeling?
Ah, I'm excited. Like we're moving mountains, right? Every day we're making, and this is what I want to inspire and encourage others. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but every little step that you take, even if it's the decision to be like, I've always thought about doing this, right? I've always wanted to do something different. You're never too old to get started. You're never too old to stop dreaming. And don't settle, even
Mm,
if it feels uncomfortable. I think the word we learned in our accountability group this week was even if you feel like there's a sacrifice with it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so feeling really, really good. I am so excited. It should be here in my name. I am ready for 2025. How about you?
I am ready for 2025. And as we open up, it can be a little emotional because as we open up today, one of the things that you're watching us do, like Dee said, we don't really edit anything. Much of anything has been edited if we make a mistake. And I'm really always saying, like, through the beginning of this, through like May, I watched an old video of ours when we were just the two of us on our call. Um, and I watched that video, and I think you could watch this video one day and have that epiphany. But I watched that video the other day, and I was like, "Look at us! What was the mission?" And now here we are. We created together, um, rise up, level up, and we are building a strong core unit and family, almost family, of
Right?
people around the nation, right? People who we haven't been able to hug or touch or be in their space yet, but very connected. And now we are we got a new baby,
Hmm.
and the new baby is, though everything is important on our paths, our business, our digital business, our community that we're in and growing, um, this baby is needing care and love and affection and commitment. So you want to
Sure.
talk about
Yeah, let's do.
Ebs and Ivory presents.
Yes, and sponsored by and growing with. Let's first clarify to our listeners. You both know Shannon and I in our introduction, we're both Grammys, we're in our 50s, so we're literally not having a baby. So I just want to say,
Oh no. Oh wait, hold
there's like
on.
no baby. There's no,
They will tune in for that. I mean,
you're
you
like,
have to do that part. I
who's
choose
having
you.
who's having that baby? No,
I'm joking.
definitely no. So clarifying there. But our new seed, let's call it the
Our
seed
new
that we have
seed, yes,
planted, right?
mustard
Along,
seed.
yeah, with what we hope to do with our podcast here every week, show up. This is our 1 hour to empower. We want to grow our community. But we've been learning things along the way. We've been listening. We've been working together and identifying strengths and weaknesses. And so we are planting the seed for our own program, if you will, in the I don't know, we're going to call it. I wish there was a thing, not necessarily just e-learning or digital, but this is inspirational. This is encouraging. This is lifting up, rising up, right? This is support, all of the things. So we have come up with our name, which is Awake to Wealth. We can proudly talk about that now.
Yes,
We have gotten that developed. You guys, we are in the midst of picking our logo. We've developed a couple of choices. So we are sharing it and voting on it before we share it to the world. But we can definitely be talking about it now, right?
yes,
Let me just share this. Something I'm super excited about, you guys, is we had fun together doing a podcast. I think it might have been episode 10, where we really just had fun and helped each other talk about the vision board, right?
right, right,
And then we did the flip side of that. And then we heard interest. So
right.
we rolling,
Drum roll.
yeah. Mhm. Rolling into 2025,
Yes,
we modeling that, and we will have standing on our shelves a vision board workshop. But we are so excited to have been able to invite some people who are interested to do it with us, help us build it, develop it, give us feedback, right? And so we're going to start those workshops next week.
yes.
What are you feeling
Practice
about that?
makes perfect. And when I say practice, I mean that we started that together. And that flip side was something that definitely I could say I seen it here first, right? I
Yeah.
really can because I've never seen anyone turn it around. So it's documented, it's recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say that, it isn't to be boastful, but it
Right.
is to say that, that we are being tasked with something that is original
Hmm.
and it's very helpful, and other people are seeing the value, which is great to us because we really did thrive in doing our vision board and flipping it over. The little gems that we found, like don't write the word halfway. Make
Right.
sure you're saying and dig out what's the name, what are you looking
Dive
for?
deep. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the opportunity to work with incredible people to get us um, people work with people they know, trust, and like, right? So this is to be able to do this is going to be able to give us someone to speak on our behalf, to know that we are trustable, we are likable, and it is worth getting to know us. And again, that's not being boastful, but it certainly is standing in the space of when you do your work, when
Mhm.
you show up to do your work, you can stand proudly and say, like, I am deserving to be able to do this and create a space for people to grow, learn, and build. And so that in itself, I mean, again, when I say congratulations to Ebs and Ivory, it's almost baffles me to think where are we going next, because
Right.
this is amazing. And the fact that we're going to help people, like you say, literally
Oh,
work
literally.
off into their future and meet their future selves in a better space because of this right here.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's vision.
Yes.
What I'm most excited about is with the vision board workshop that will be through Awake to Wealth. It's the Awake to Wealth vision board workshop, you guys. So that is out there and available. Drop us a comment if you have any interest in wanting to hang out with us and do this
Absolutely.
board workshop with us right now through the remainder of 2024, because we have shared we are in development mode. You can do that with us for free, right? And we talk
Yes.
about why, when you do things and what are those things that you do for free. That right now is out there for you guys to connect with us and do that for free. What I'm most excited about that is obviously the workshop, Shannon, but
Hmm.
the after the workshop is over, we're going to do the flip side with our particular
Oh,
participation,
absolutely.
right? And then that way we can figure out how to stay connected with them and watch them,
That's right.
those little small steps, those
That's
little
right.
achievements. And that's what I'm most excited about this whole experience. What about you?
Again, it's just saying it. It really is the evidence of our minds, our thoughts becoming our words, and our words becoming our action, and our action becoming our lifestyle.
Yeah,
And that's what excites me. Like, we thought about this, we talked about this, we prayed about this, and now this is that. Like, this is the whole thing, because just the faith in that mustard seed, and the commitment and the showing up and the accountability and the coachability and all of those things. We haven't even gotten into daytime management with our specialty. I won't say it here because
right.
you have to tune in to keep watching. But I think the e-learning piece, I think the E for us, the E and the e-learning, just like we're finding out, and the E is in wealth, is enthusiasm. So I think we're
Absolutely.
going to offer some e products, but I definitely think they're going to be empowering and
And yeah,
enthusiastic e-products. So I think that's kind of where that's the E for us. We think
that
the
is
E would be the E in this
e-learning
would be the E would be
industry.
the EBS part, but
Yeah,
no, the E is the because it's more than learning, and it's not, we're not qualified as teachers to build, but we definitely have life experience, and we're doing our work to learn and grow and to pour into other people.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I love that you pulled the here I was saying what we plan on doing, and as we're developing our programs, we do have another mini module that's going to be coming out to you guys soon. We're going to be talking a little bit about that with you all. We're going to be sharing our pre-launch information. We'll announce the date for that to roll out. So we are working behind the scenes, and you know what? I'm going to say that it's not hard work, right?
No,
It's
no,
not
I
work.
call it creating.
It's because we're having fun,
We're
right?
having fun.
So if this is anything to remind you who might be listening, if there's one thing, just do it, have fun, and share it because you don't know how it will impact or settle with somebody else, right?
Right.
And then that can be how you get your seed started,
That's right. Or who it may impact.
or who it may impact. That's really, really good. Um, and I love how, okay, now I feel like I'm tasked with something. You know that we are in the online industry. We are both learning how to have a life online, life on vacation, being able to work anywhere, anytime, learning how to design our days, be our own bosses, right? The list can go on and on. And when a lot of people hear that, you think about making money online, there are what, five little subcategories,
Yes.
digital marketing, affiliate marketing, content creation, monetizing your social media. What
Is
else?
it
Now
click?
there's
Is it
like
the SO? What is it? The SE?
SEOs, the
Mm-hmm.
search engine optimization.
Right.
So there's like this little group of what people might say when you hear, oh, okay, they're doing an online business, so that means they must be digital marketing.
Right.
Even though it is in the digital marketing space or in the e-learning space, what you just referenced here, and this is what I feel tasked with, is we need to change that up to become our own little category with the
Oh,
of enthusiasm.
come
So
on.
enthusiasm training, encouragement, training
Right.
in the online network or in the online space, right?
Right.
But I feel like we got to task each other with that, Shannon. Like we
Right.
get our own category because one of the things you also said was like we're not showing up and saying to you guys like we've got like all these certificates of
Right. Degrees and substitute.
degrees,
Right.
coaching, but we're just like sharing life and we're learning,
Well, well,
learning
the coaching piece
coaching.
of it we will
Yeah,
have, but I mean
you will
like
have.
the when I think about, retiring from higher education, you think about people who went to school for 10, 7, 8, 9, 10 years to be able to say, but now this is the beauty of digital. This is the beauty of having a digital product
Mhm.
is that you could get your credentials digitally, and maybe it will be something that we can offer down the road to get
So
people
we will have,
certified and
yeah,
qualified. And
absolutely.
that's the digital piece of the E part, the E, not being for the learning,
We need
but
a new category for us.
we
I
do.
feel like
We
we
do.
need people
And
to
we
have,
can put that right in what we own
yeah,
Awake to Wealth. So don't even think about it.
right.
But we can build that in and have that be a part of our trademark and a part of our brand.
Absolutely. I love that, right?
Yeah,
We
that
are
is big.
enthusiastic and encouraging and inspiring. That's its own little category, you guys, right?
Right.
And so I don't know. I just felt that when you mentioned it and felt tasked to say that.
Yeah, and I wrote it down too. So as I was saying it, like it
Yeah,
wasn't one of those things that just said, since we can talk. You and I can go back and
we
forth.
can.
We can talk for hours.
Mhm,
But this one, like, I have these few things written down, and
mhm.
that was one of the two of the things I wrote down. The E and e-learning for us is enthusiasm and empower. So
Absolutely. Ooh, love
yeah,
that. And love that. So everything we do will be inspired with those things in mind, right?
right,
Okay.
right. Right. So as we move into 2025, and I am so grateful. My name right now on the screen is Grateful. And it kind of was an accident because I didn't change it to my normal Ebs in the topic of today, but it's really not an accident. It's really intentional to say that I am so grateful about where this is heading. And as we move into 2025, we are doing that with actually with in mind to be able to have a space to really pour out everything that we're talking about, every single thing we're talking about. So, hold on, let me see this little baby. Here, little baby.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby.
Yeah, here, little baby.
Um,
It's my little assistant today.
yeah, I love that. We gotta get them grown up right with some of the concepts.
Yes, yes, yes.
It'll be even so big when they're older.
And
On
they'll remember this, and we sure
online.
will, because you
Yeah.
have a little one too. That's all. Every time she sees you get on, she knows that it's going to be me on the other end, and I think that that's priceless, right? Because that'll be a memory that she has of her grandma in the beginning. So
Mm-hmm.
when she gets bigger and you're already in it and you're paying for her college and I'm paying for her college, the babies that we have, all of them, when we're pouring into their lives, they'll remember, oh, every time when I was with grandma at this time, she did this and she was with the
Mm-hmm.
Grammy was with, Shay and they were building. What were they doing?
What were they
Oh,
talking about
this
all
is
the
what they were doing. Yeah.
time? Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we're changing. When we talk about changing um, generational wealth and changing, when you said earlier, like strengths and weaknesses, when we talk about moving those weaknesses over to challenges and then focusing on those challenges to turn those into strengths,
Mm-hmm.
when we talk about that, man, we're really putting our money where our mouths are. And I can't think of any other reason right now to be so humbly proud of you and me for just doing this because we've been doing this almost over 6 months now.
For
And in
sure.
this time, we have showed up every single weekday, unless maybe a few here or there for me, but every single weekday. So I just really want to give you your flowers to say,
Thank you.
kudos for that. Yes,
Too.
kudos
I'm giving
because
him back.
yes, because we could talk about it. You have to be about it and showing up, no matter what, and those non-negotiables, no matter what. Like, what are you guys doing on that call? First, it was we don't know, but now I feel like we do know, and it is to change the world and develop programs and show people who say, I always wanted to have a YouTube channel, or I always wanted to write an ebook or create a space to help people.
Mm-hmm.
We let us be your evidence as we continue to grow and
Absolutely.
build.
Yes, I'm super excited about it. And it's okay if, I think I've said this before, it's okay if everyone around you um, isn't sold yet, right? Because certain people, success comes in many, many different ways for a lot
Right.
of people. And so that's okay. And you got to keep on keeping on.
Right.
I know I'm ready for 2025. The reason why I made that my little slogan today is A, because all of the things that we're doing, all the little seeds that we're planting, I'm going to continue to refer back to that, is really going to eject us into 2025, right? And so we want to make sure you guys, as always, we ask for you to like and subscribe, drop us
Yes.
comments, give us questions, give us topics that you would love for us to cover. I know, right?
There you go. Like and
Oh, here we
subscribe.
go. Like and
Uh-huh.
subscribe. Uh, Give us some ideas, give us some topics as we are going into 2025. We're going to be covering a lot as we're kind of building out some of those agenda items, but also feedback, any kind of
Yes.
feedback that you could give us. Even if you said, hey, about 20 minutes in, I got bored and jumped off. That's
Right.
feedback. We'll
Right.
take it. So
Right.
any feedback, we're asking for it. We're okay to receive it. But also be kind, right? We want to definitely be kind when we're giving feedback. But the other thing about 2025, Shannon, is I'm sitting here thinking about this. Um, we're going to talk about some upcoming dates, but I'm going to hold that to the very, very end so you guys will tune in next week. But it's really, really possible, Shannon, that you and
Mhm.
I will be doing our Ebs and Ivory together next week.
Yes, they
Live,
definitely have to stay tuned for
live
that.
together. We're going to be hanging out in the living room together, probably.
Yes.
No idea, but as long as we're making plans, so Shannon and I are prepping for this pre-launch, which we're not going to divulge right now. You will definitely have to tune in to get it, but we are going to spend some face-to-face time together, and do a little actual work, right?
Yes.
And then we're gonna just catch up and have some adult beverages and be friends and women and turn on the radio and probably sing the night away and
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. We're definitely looking forward to it. So when we think about like starting your own business or starting your own brand or starting your own community or getting around like-minded people, it was one of the things we talked about in episode one. Um, this is where it comes to. That is so exciting too. Like to be in the space together. You see our picture together, right? So we've seen each other since that picture, but we need a new photo, right? And look
I
at
don't
how
know.
look at those smile.
I
I
love
do
that
too. I
memory.
do
I don't know
too.
that we'll replace, but we'll
No, we
see.
won't replace it, but we
Yeah,
can put it over here, maybe
yeah,
in a little collage. But I'm just saying, like, who knew, right? So that's
right.
the thing. Like, don't underestimate yourself. But I'm thinking about when we think about Awake to Wealth, what is it that what gem can you pour into someone now, or what can we speak into Awake to Wealth today that becomes the epitome of what Awake to Wealth is tuning up to be? And so I was looking at like five reasons to really stay connected to Awake to Wealth as we grow. So I came up with five and I wanted to share those. And I wanted to make sure that we both had a voice in this. So I want you to also think about what promise, I don't even say promise, what can we promise people that we will do, be, and this is just the beginning of this conversation. I know this is something that's not formal, we're just coming up with this right now on our own to be able to just get people excited, because when people end this call, I want them to be thinking about, I want you to go to sleep tonight thinking about Awake to Wealth and what are they talking about and what is this going to be? Wait a minute. They're Awake to Wealth. Wait, what are they doing? I want people to be in that space thinking about Awake to Wealth. So when you think about,
Um,
well, my goodness.
talking about throwing me into a role play, and something must happen to the baby.
Boy. Yes, throwing
Yeah,
you into a role play.
you
So I
throwing
had to
me
go.
into. Is
The
everything
baby was climbing all the way up the wall.
is everything okay?
Yeah, she's good. That was so funny. Okay. So yes, let's talk about it. So you know how we do. We always say I like a good role play.
Oh,
So
it is a good role play because this is not even like in my forefront to put it to um
just wing it.
verbiage, but let's just try it. All right. So I feel like Awake to Wealth, like
We're
it's
gonna go five. You go one, I'll go one. You go
okay,
one, I'll go
okay, I
one.
got you. It will create a dynamic, supportive environment.
Absolutely. It will unlock your thinking and activate the way that you think about your future.
Mm. All right, it will give you an opportunity to do group sharing or individual reflection to build camaraderie.
It will help you step into your power. It will help you step into your power and build confidence.
Ooh. Um, it will provide you and give you tools to just push, push through, push.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Uh-huh. It will give you the tools to just push. Mm.
Okay. It will help us to help you by the proven blueprint that we're creating as you see us turn to self-made millionaires. Not that money is everything, but we all need money. And in this part of the game, I am laughing about when I look back to see. It's funny to me now when this would be a stressful time, but in creating, it is going to create a blueprint to help other people find wealth and master becoming multimillionaires, self-made multimillionaires.
Yeah, awesome. And I think that was five, right?
I think
I
so.
think it was. We did that really good. That was like the hot round for that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
We're gonna do that again as we continue to develop the mini module, right? I feel okay about sharing this funny story. As you mentioned,
Hmm.
we were talking this morning, and right, Shannon and I are like going through all the things, and we're trademarking the name. Okay, this is fair. We
It
don't
costs money to get a business, but
everything. And so Shannon and I are talking, we're like, do you have $22? Or how much do you have it? Can you cash at me 22.15? Oh shoot, I might be short $14 today. Should we do it today? Should we do it tomorrow?
can I get in these couch cushions and get this loose change?
Oh, can I go get my hubby's coin jar? Can I go dig through the jar? Like, listen, people, you just
This
gotta,
is so real.
it is
Like this is,
real.
and this is the beauty of it because this is the evidence. I'm telling you, next year we're gonna be like, look, this is gonna be my favorite episode. Like,
I
wait,
think
wait.
so too. Oh my gosh, that was a great exercise. We probably could have done, we're going to do that again. We're going to do that again as when we get together and commingle together in person
Yes,
and start having fun. We're going to be really working on the vision. And the five things that we just did in that exercise are a part of that vision. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure, because we want you to learn about you. We
Yeah.
want to see you find about you on the blueprint,
Your
right?
personal. It's
Your
your personal
personal
blueprint.
blueprint. That's right.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we want to push you there. We want to help you get there. We want to celebrate with you when you get there. And I mean, I know this episode may feel a little bit, if you're watching this episode, you definitely have to go back and watch the previous episodes to really understand this moment. Because if you tune in now, you may go like,
Mm.
what are they really talking about? Like, what are they really talking about? But if you tune in and you watch up till now, you will get excited. You will get so excited. You will be excited because wow.
I know. I know. We're just in a mood today, guys. We came in with really no agenda, and I think we've shared that with you guys with
Introducing
yeah.
Awake to Wealth.
Yeah, just really introducing Awake to Wealth, how we've kind of put the minds together. We're super excited. We hope that you guys are going to be super excited, knowing that we're listening, we're learning, we're working together, really trying to provide that dynamic space, but yet something different, just something
Yes.
different. It's not always about, um, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to refer to it as mentorship. I don't want to refer to everything is about coaching. I
Right.
just want it to be a different dynamic space
A
where
real, I think what I hear you
you know what
saying
I'm saying?
is real.
Hmm.
You know, I've been to a handful, two handfuls of people who were motivating. And I think I'm learning that on this journey. Like motivate from where you are.
Right,
Stop trying to motivate me from the space where you got it all together already.
right, right.
Motivate me from the space
Motivated
where
when
I
you need $22 and 14
hello, motivate me
that.
from that to say and be real. Girl, we gotta split this. You got your half. Well, what's your half? $20. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Now you get a little fancy there.
You got Cash App or is Cash App
Right.
negative or
Motivate me from that space so that I can be the faith nugget and the excitement of, oh, because a lot of times you see people dressed in their, white linen and they're already there. And though I feel like I have evolved from where I started, obviously. However, I am now restarting. So you better believe that you'll have some humbling moments.
absolutely.
So in these humbling moments is where the start comes again. And this is the best start because this start is real. And that's who we are, and that's who we're gonna be through this. I want to see that person when we meet you all and at the retreat in 2025. It's going to be like I had 15 cents in my bank account and I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I watched you too, and you told me that I could do it, and
Mhm.
I knew I could. And I watched episode one where you were all excited that you already made it because we were doing all right. If we were stuck there, then we would be good. But
Right.
because we're biting off this next piece of this big old elephant, it's like, oh, now it gets real. Now you shoots and ladders to get to the start, and it's just like, okay, things are looking shaky, but
Mhm.
this is good. So
Mhm.
we're going to meet people that are going to say, what do you mean you guys had to split $40 and you couldn't? Like, what do you mean? Like you got your trademark in one day? What do you mean you turned around something in 15 seconds? What took people a year to do
Mhm.
because you had faith and we're laughing. Like, what it be? Can you
I mean,
imagine?
I'm cracking up over here. Yeah, because literally, yeah, people would be like, I mean, the statement is true. Or is it true? You need money to make money. You need money. I don't know.
I
Sometimes
guess we're learning. I guess we're
it's just
learning
the
the
time.
opposite.
We'll see. Yeah. Patience and time. I mean, of course, you always need the additional sources, um,
Right.
and you can't let that be what holds you back. I wish I would have learned these lessons when I was a little bit younger. But again, we learned about impelled and compelled today, and
Oh,
that was
yeah.
huge, huge learning lesson. And I think the two of us both said, I don't think we've ever said we were impelled to do
No.
anything. We've always been compelled to do something, and that's through a force or an action. I'm compelled to sell my business. I'm compelled to take things out of the grocery cart because you're forced
That's
to
right.
decision, right? You're compelled, and that was the discovery for me. It was like, this is an impelled moment.
Mm-hmm.
Moving,
Mm-hmm.
moving without understanding, moving because it feels right, moving
Right.
because
There
it's
you go.
moving
Your
regardless
path.
moving regardless of the materialistic of where I am right now. What do I have? Do I have 400 in my bank account or do I have $4? Whatever,
Right.
I'm still moving. This is a journey that I am impelled on versus
Yes.
mm,
What those were the words of the day, but you just made me think about something too. It's like when we're thinking about, because think about it, 5, 6 months ago, or 6 months ago, this was not we didn't know this was going to
we
be.
didn't talk about this. No,
We were okay. We were rolling. You knew what you were getting on
we're gonna do
Friday. You
this.
were
And, we just lost the past.
right.
What we get? Yeah.
Hello. But now it's just like it's almost like a test. Like, okay, you don't have it right now. You're at a starting point. Again, you've been here before, but let me see how you're going to manage this. When the opportunity comes up, are you going to say, well, you know what? The Ebs and Ivory sounds good. That's a compelling thing. That I'm compelled to do something, but my circumstances are telling me, I have to wait. Call me next week. I got
Force,
something
force.
popping. I'm going to get it, and you're gonna call me next week. Okay, so let's talk about the real deal of the matter. When we got the trademark, then it bills you for something that we didn't even know it was going to
The
bill
whole
for.
year in advance. Hello, we can say that. We don't have to talk about dollars, but it was the whole year in
A
advance.
year in advance, and we're sitting there like, wait, what? And I'm just like,
I'm,
okay,
I'm on my phone and I'm like, uh-oh, Shannon,
it just went through.
I
There's
got
the
the whole
whole.
year.
So I'm like, okay, so what we gonna do? But now it comes down to that decision to say, freak out. Well, let me call the place back and tell them they need to reverse this. No, or listen, I don't have
Instead,
enough to do grocery shopping this week, so you're gonna have to wait. No, it comes down to priority. It comes down to being impelled to do a thing. It's like, let me send this so that we can do this because this is what we are impelled to do.
yeah.
If you're compelled, you'll be like, oh, you'll have to wait. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I gotta go. Bad connection. Can you hear me now?
But also, guys, we are never, ever, ever supporting quit your job. Don't
Oh
buy
no.
groceries to move forward. Everything does need to be in your true timing. It will come. We've been learning that through the message that actually got us started with walking along our path. Even knowing that we have no clue, it might be hidden at first. It's completely unveiling itself a little bit at a time. So do understand as we are joking, for real
Yeah.
joking about
And
it.
and we're not
But
picking
it's
on
true.
people who don't have it
Yeah,
either. We're.
yeah, it's totally true. That's how it happened. But I think the reason why we share that is that sometimes people, like you said, like we're motivated by people who've already done it, and here we
Right.
are on the journey to go
Bam.
do it.
That
That's
part.
yeah, that's it.
That
So
part. And nobody's talking about it from this space. We only motivate. I bet you the people who you are thrilled by and encouraged by and following already, have done it. Now, I'm not saying they won't get back to square one again, because if they want to keep moving up, you're going to get back to square one again.
mm,
Maybe you see people who file bankruptcy because they got to where they were, and you see wealthy people, and they're like, oh, they filed bankruptcy, because you just never think, oh, this person has so much, got it all together. Nobody's there. I always say we're all always becoming the person that we look at,
absolutely.
and we think, oh, they got it all together. Believe me, trust me, they're still becoming. There's days that they, have days. But when we start looking at people as idols, then always remember. So that was really good. Like that,
The truth.
very, very good. But us being transparent, I think that's what sets us apart.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope people will understand that. Like, there's no reason for us to have made up that story.
No,
I mean,
no, no.
that's true. That was the conversation, guys.
This morning, today. No, for real, today.
Oh my, oh my God. I'm gonna have to borrow money. I didn't have to, but you get it. You guys, this is real,
Yeah. And
right?
it's and again, and it's our life to laugh at. Like
Yeah, it
again,
is.
if you're
You can
struggling,
laugh with us.
laugh with us. But if you're struggling and you're in that place, get with us, join with us, journey with us, come along with us. Go with us and know that you can trust us to get you to this level where we could sit and laugh. There will be a moment that this would not be funny to me. And maybe there's somebody out there saying, well, I'm in that situation right now. And I don't think it's funny because I have a real serious bill, rent,
Oh, sure,
mortgage, car
sure. We all
payment.
do. We all do. Yeah.
We all do. But understand that that is not who you are. That is your circumstance. And that is not where you will stay. That is just temporary. And you can do it. Join us, like us, come along with us, share this journey with. And if you're not that person, if you're not in there today,
Yeah.
maybe today's not your day. Share this with someone who you say, I see that you want to do some great things. I see that you want to do a podcast. I see that you want to write a book. I see, get with these Ebs and Ivory because they are ready to walk the walk. They're talking the talk and they're living the life and they're journeying through
Yeah.
and come along with us.
Yeah. I love that. Ooh, what a fun episode today. I can't imagine. I mean, like our time is literally just rolling by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who knew? What a great episode. I'm so excited about this. I hope you guys are too. And again, comments, suggestions, feedback. We always welcome that. We want to take that, receive that, get better based off of what you guys provide us as well. And just excited to have you along this journey. And you are going to see the real journey, right? That is it. That is all. Shannon, do you want to take us out?
So yes, another thought-provoking, wonderful time together. Like as always, it just gets better and better. We are on a mission to supercharge people all over the globe, and we're leveling up. So Ebs and Ivory today presents Awake to Wealth. We're super excited, and we just thank you all for listening. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Thank you for allowing us to be ourselves. Thank you for allowing us to laugh at ourselves and join in. And thank you for trusting us to lead you to the next level of your wealth, your true substance of wealth. I am Evs, this part of this journey, and you are.
I am Ivory. I am D. Be kind.
Be safe,
Have a great day.
and we will see you next Friday.
Sweet.
Peace.